At 7, the family of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie is pleading for help this morning, asking for proof that her missing 84-year-old mother is still alive.
Early voting begins today for suburban voters. More on the high-stakes races in the March primary.
Plus, education that goes beyond the classroom. How Chicago organizations are shaping opportunity this Thursday, February 5th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Hey everybody, good morning.
I'm literally trying. I'm trying to get out of the way of the graphic. You're like, move over. I'm like
well, how much further can we go?
Go to the doggone seat. Listen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is National Weather Person Day, as Terrell just told us. We send it right on over to the lady of the hour.
I want one of those hugs or something.
You can get one.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Light snow developing here in the area this morning. Breezy conditions. You too. It was on Monday, Groundhog Day. They were hugging and snuggling. And now we do have some flurries that have been reported up around Cary, even up around Antioch. Watching this line well out to the west. And if that does hold together, that would make it into some of our closer in suburbs, probably late morning. Right now, 20 at O'Hare, 19 at Midway, full forecast. It's ahead. Diane.
Big problem on Metro's BNSF this morning. For those of you that take the BNSF, got some major problems for trains in both directions. But first, we start off with this. Archer Avenue and 47th, Chopper 7, over the scene of what is a hazardous material situation after a crash involving a vehicle and a truck. Now, it's not clear whether it was the vehicle or the truck that had the fuel spill, but a huge response here with the hazmat team on the scene, along with the fire department and authorities as well. So we'll keep our eyes close to this, let you know when things reopen again, but traffic is being diverted in the area with authorities making that, obviously. Oh, great. Okay, good. My producer just told me in my ear, BNSF trains back on the move. They were stopped in both directions after a truck struck a viaduct at Central Park in Cermak. Back on the move once again. That is excellent news this morning. Val and Trell, back to you.
Yes, so anybody taking Metro from the west this morning is going to really like hearing that, Diane. Appreciate it. Thanks. 2 past the hour, the director of the FBI is now heading to Arizona for a high-profile case.
Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie and her family made a heartfelt plea for the safe return of her mother, who's been missing now nearly a week. Stephanie Wade is following the very latest developments. Steph, good morning.
Good morning. Savannah Guthrie speaking for the first time since her mother's disappearance. The 84-year-old was last seen late Saturday night. The Today Show host and her siblings making this emotional plea on social media for Nancy's safe return. Police say she was taken from her Tucson home. Guthrie addressing the unverified ransom letters sent to media outlets asking to speak with whomever took her mother.
We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen.
Law enforcement returned to the scene late yesterday with a search dog. The sheriff's office says they have no suspects, insisting all leads are being examined, including reports of a possible trespasser near Guthrie's home last month. The community held a prayer vigil for the beloved 84-year-old last night.
What is happening is heart-wrenching, and this community needed this.
It's to show that we are still hopeful, and I do believe in the power of prayer.
And the FBI director is heading to Arizona to oversee the case. Among the additional agents traveling is a task force of experts skilled in hostage negotiation and technology. Meanwhile, the sheriff's office is expected to hold a news conference later today. Back to you.
All right, Steph, thank you. And today, some Illinois voters are heading to the polls as early voting gets underway.
Yeah, with major races on the ballot, turnout could matter even more than ever this year. Christian Picos is here with what voters need to know. Christian, good morning.
Yeah, hey, Terrell and Val, good morning. Voters in some Chicago suburbs can head to select locations today for the first day of early voting. Sites in Lake County, Illinois, Will, McHenry, Kane, and Kendall counties will be open for people who are ready to cast their vote. Early voting in Chicago begins on February 12th and February 18th for suburban Cook County at certain locations. More early voting sites open in the city and surrounding suburbs on March 2nd. There's a link on our app and website to help you find a location based on the county that you live in. Now, for people in DuPage County, leaders there say early and vote by mail options will begin later this month instead of today because election officials say they are waiting for rulings on unresolved candidate objections. Voters will decide on a number of high-stakes congressional races in this election that haven't been open in years, including outgoing Senator Dick Durbin's seat, Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky's 9th District seat, Congressman Danny Davis's 7th District seat, and Congressman Chuy Garcia's 4th District seat. 8th District Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy and 2nd District Congresswoman Robin Kelly are both in the race for Durbin's Senate seat, so their seats in the House will also be open. Illinois' primary is on March 17th. The general election is on November 3rd of this year. Val, back to you.
Okay, got it, Christian. And our 2026 Republican U.S. Senate primary forum is coming up next Wednesday, February 11th. You can stream it live at 7 p.m. wherever you stream ABC7. The full forum will also air right here on ABC7 Friday, February 13th, immediately following our 10 p.m. newscast. We hosted the Democratic candidates last week, and you can watch that forum now, again, on ABC7, our app, or ABC7Chicago.com.
I want to get to the latest on immigration enforcement in Minneapolis this morning. The Trump administration is pulling hundreds of federal agents out of Minnesota as part of a new initiative, Drawdown. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is live in Washington with where things stand this morning. Nicole, good morning.
Well, Terrell, good morning to you. And the president personally ordered this withdrawal, saying he wants to make this operation, quote, a softer touch. Following weeks of violent protests in Minneapolis, Border Czar Tom Homan announcing a drawdown of 700 federal agents. Homan adding the drawdown is the result of new cooperation between county and federal officials.
President Trump sent me here to help de-escalate what was going on. We're not surrendering our mission. We're not walking away from our mission. We're just making this more effective and more smart.
It comes after the fatal shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy at the hands of federal agents.
I'm not happy with the two incidents. It's not, it's both of them, not one or the other. He was not an angel, and she was not an angel.
The governor and mayor of Minneapolis are calling the drawdown a step in the right direction, but claim there needs to be a faster and larger drawdown of forces. Nearly 2,000 federal officers remain in the state. The administration is claiming overall success, saying, quote, more than 4,000 dangerous criminal illegal aliens have now been arrested in Minnesota. But as ABC News previously reported, crime had already been on a historic downward trend before President Trump took office, a statistic that Minneapolis and other Democrat-led cities in Trump's crosshairs have pointed to. But this morning, the administration's tactics are facing new scrutiny after a stunning moment of candor from a U.S. attorney appearing before a judge in St. Paul. That judge saying the government has routinely wrongfully detained migrants and violated court orders to release them. In response, an exasperated U.S. Attorney Julie Lee describing the effort to get ICE to follow judicial orders as, quote, pulling teeth, and saying to the judge, quote, what do you want me to do? The system sucks. This job sucks. An official telling ABC News Lee has since been reassigned. And here in Washington, lawmakers continue working to reach an agreement regarding funding for the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees ICE. Top Democrats made key demands, including prohibiting ICE agents from wearing masks, requiring IDs, and also better training. Val.
Nicole D'Antonio live for us this morning, and we've told you about the car break-ins with thieves stealing airbags. Now, Chicago police say several Southside neighborhoods were hit yesterday. Thieves are targeting late-model Hondas. Drivers in West Morgan Park, South Shore, and Washington Park are the latest victims. Apparently, thieves are reselling stolen airbags on the black market. Police recommend getting anti-theft devices that cover the steering wheel, like those old school clubs.
A new low-cost pharmacy opens today at a hospital in northwest suburban Hoffman Estates. The site at Ascension St. Alexius Hospital will give free medications to low-income and uninsured patients. More than 260,000 people in Chicago have been uninsured over the past 6 years. That's according to the 2025 report by the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning. The ribbon cutting for the new pharmacy is at 12:30 this afternoon. Chicago Theater Week is back, giving you a front row seat to some of the city's best shows for as little as $15. Dozens of productions are offering discounted tickets, including musicals, comedies, and new plays starting today. The discount is already applied at checkout, but tickets are limited and all sales are final. Chicago Theater Week runs through February 15th.
Okay, start your engines. The 118th Chicago Auto Show opens this Saturday and runs through Monday, February 16th. It's at McCormick Place. ABC7 is a proud media sponsor of the show. Our live coverage starts tomorrow morning, and catch our half-hour auto show special Saturday at 6 p.m. You can join Ryan, Ravi, me, Diane, and Tracy right here on ABC7.
10 past the hour this morning, live and local news. Just getting started. We're streaming out loud. When we come back this morning, from classrooms to communities, how support systems are filling critical gaps.
A new era begins at Chicago State as Division I football officially takes shape.
Quiet out there now, but light snow moves in today and it'll stick around for how long is the question. Tracy has your AccuWeather forecast coming up next.
Good morning to you. Some things I want you to know about today. So we will have some periods of light snow. We've had a few flurries dancing around parts of Lake and McHenry County this morning, but so far that's about it. Tonight, overnight tonight, there is a chance there could be some misty conditions, maybe a little patchy freezing drizzle. So highly suggest maybe before you tuck in tonight, throw some salt onto your sidewalk, your driveway perhaps. Tomorrow morning at about this time, we may be talking about a wintry mix. This could involve snow. This may involve some freezing rain. So continuing to monitor that as we look at the current radar. Now, nothing more than a few flurries are sneaking out of some of this right now. But that's what we will continue to watch for, some light snow. Additionally, out to the west, moving right along I-39 at this very moment and continuing to move with this narrow band into some of the far west suburbs. As you look at our futurecast, I think it's a little quick on the arrival of snow at 8 o'clock this morning here in the city. At best, maybe some flurries will be around here. Average high today is 33 degrees. Average low is 19. Records will stay in the books for the day. 56 on the high side, 17 below back in 1979. 20 degrees, just cloudy skies at O'Hare, and it does feel like it is 10. As for tomorrow, we'll be watching out for possibly a messy morning mix. Diane.
Not looking forward to that, but we obviously will stay on top of that tomorrow, so please stay tuned for that. Good news on the BNSF trains are back on the move once again after we had an issue after a semi hit a viaduct over at Cermak at Central Park. So again, back on the move, but they do have extensive delays, so definitely check with Metro. Chopper 7, if we can go to our video first, did get video of, actually not this one, you guys, can we go to that? Yeah, this isn't the video I need. That's right, disregard. Let's go back to the graphics, please. Okay, so BNSF is back on the move once again. We did get Chopper to fly over, and they did see those trains on the move once again. So that's what's going on there. What you're looking at right now is this graphic I'm about to show you now, which is Archer and 47th. That's where Chopper 7 is. This after a crash led to a fuel spill. It's a semi with it doesn't have the trailer portion of it, but it's the cab and the trailer. If we can go to, there you go, Chopper 7 right there. So you see the emergency equipment all on the scene. The hazardous materials team is also there at the situation. You got a vehicle and that truck that was involved in this crash at Archer and 47th. Traffic is being diverted in that area, but just a heads up, we still have this closure in place. Val and Terrell?
Thank you. And this morning, President Trump will join members of Congress for the National Prayer Breakfast. Since 1953, the National Prayer Breakfast has united leaders, friends, and other attendees for the purpose of praying for our country. Tomorrow is a special day in the life of New York Catholics. Joliet Bishop Ronald Hicks officially takes over as Archbishop of New York. Tanya Babbage is in New York and we'll have live coverage later on today. Hicks was born in Hervey and grew up in South Holland. Terrell.
Alrighty, Val, appreciate it. We are celebrating Black History Month with a closer look at how Chicago organizations are stepping up to support education, especially in communities facing the greatest challenges. From race and health equity to access and opportunity, the efforts go beyond the classroom. And Donald J. Dew, President and CEO of Habilitative Systems Incorporated, is here. Donald, good morning. It's nice to have you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Habilitative Systems Incorporated.
Yes.
What is it?
Well, we are a comprehensive behavioral health and human service agency born out of Clare Christian United Methodist Church back in 1978.
Interesting.
Yes.
17 communities that you serve?
Yes.
What does that help, that service look like on the ground?
Well, on the ground, it looks like services to people with developmental disabilities, severe mental illness, substance use disorders, children who are experiencing trauma and violence. It's also looking at the important issue of housing and affordable housing.
Yeah.
We provide 160 units of affordable housing for senior citizens and also people with disabilities.
Is that the biggest issue you think that you help people with? What is the biggest challenge you see people face these days?
You know, one of the biggest issues is still around social determinants of health. You know, food insecurities, housing, employment-related situations, still trying to get by. You know, food, clothing, shelter are still the basic and most critical needs.
Along with all the work that you do, you guys also work very closely with historically Black community-based organizations, right?
We actually coined that term.
Yeah? That's from you guys?
Yep, that's
what
from
are
us.
they?
Well, basically, they are organizations that grew out of the Black churches and the Black settlement houses, providing significant support to the Great Migrations, 6 million plus people moving to the north and to the west.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for us to basically step up and do our part. So after the Black settlement houses and after the Black churches came the creation of a lot of community-based organizations that we are now calling historically Black community-based organizations, standing in the gap, providing support for folks who need that support on a regular basis.
And you do some producing work,
A
here.
little bit.
A little bit? I know you're working on a documentary. We have a clip right here. Let's
Yes.
take a look.
Okay.
For Chicago's Black population, it has always been about community, building a sense of place and purpose for family and friends. Heading West 2 explores and expands on the trailblazing, award-winning documentary, Heading West, that detailed the establishment of Chicago's Black community from the city founder, Jean Point de Sable, through the post-World War Great Migrations to the dawn of the new millennium.
My first experience with
Heading West 2 is what it's called. Already looks slick, Donald. It's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you so
What
much.
story does this tell?
Well, first of all, Heading West 1 talked about the great migrations of folks coming from the south to the west side of Chicago. We heard a lot about Bronzeville, but the story hadn't been told about the west side. So we told that story back in 1999. So now, Heading West 2, if the lions don't tell their story, borrows from the old African proverb that if the lions don't tell their story, the hunters will always take the credit. So we're trying to get that story told of all these great giants, all these lions in the community who stood in the gap and provided support and helped folks with self-determination. It's been powerful looking at the effect of the churches, the Black settlement houses, and now historically Black community-based organizations really making a difference and standing people up. So we've done interviews with a lot of these folks. We couldn't get everybody in, but we've got a fair share.
You know what that means? You got to do a Heading West 3. Okay, dude. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you so much.
Coming by.
Appreciate it.
We're going to get a break in. We're back with more right after this.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Lake in the Hills Police are moving into their brand new headquarters today. The department says the relocation to 2600 Village Hall Drive will happen without interrupting police services, although officials do ask people to avoid walk-in reports if possible for now. The old station closes at 5 p.m. when the new location officially opens.
Well, the city of Hammond kicks off its 2026 Black History Month celebration this morning at the Civic Center. Mayor Thomas McDermott Jr. joined city leaders to honor 10 local nonprofits, including Hope Angels and the Excel Youth Program.
Local McDonald's owner Ernie Masucci is being honored today for exceeding fundraising expectations for the Ronald McDonald House Roundup program. There will be a celebration this morning at his restaurant in North Suburban Zion. Ernie is one of several owners who've raised $3.5 million for Ronald McDonald House. That money is driven entirely by customers rounding up on their orders.
All right. Well, right now we're going to join our Good Morning America viewers. I'll have a news update on TV in just a bit. You'll see that here as well.
When we come back this morning, history on the field. Chicago State signs its very first football class.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It's 7:23. I'm Val Warner. A baby survived a shooting that killed her mother. This happened in the city's Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Police say 26-year-old Gabrielle Ayers was in the car with her boyfriend and her 13-month-old in the back seat when multiple people fired more than 50 shots into the vehicle. That attack happened yesterday near 79th and May Street. The baby was not hit. Ayers' boyfriend was shot several times and is in the hospital. Police are still searching for the people responsible. Let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Thank you, Val. Good morning. Don't be surprised you see some flurries flying around here this morning. Right now out at O'Hare, we're at 20 degrees. It is 19 degrees currently at Midway, and a bit of a breeze out there is producing some wind chills that are down around 9 in Aurora and Midway, 8 in Gary, 4 the wind chill right now in Maryville. So we're aiming for highs today right around freezing. We are going to have some periods of light snow and flurries in the forecast picture today. Tomorrow morning could bring a messy mix of precipitation during the morning commute, and that could be everything from snow and maybe freezing rain to some sleet. But highs tomorrow eventually get above freezing. Diane after this.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
hi Blair,
right in the palm of your hand, if you want soup, sweatpants, and zero in-person contact, if you want wellness wherever, our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
no worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
Welcome back, everybody. Good news on the BNSF. Trains are on the move once again in and outbound. They were stopped in both directions earlier because a semi actually hit the viaduct over at Central Park and Cermak, creating a lot of a big mess and lots of damage. So the damage is still there, but they did assess, and the train's obviously safe to be back on the move once again. As far as the big picture goes, travel times nice and high. Still have an ongoing situation on the outbound side of the Stevenson at First. Left lane is down.
Ooh,
right?
Ominous music.
Kind of got the feels for a second.
Yeah.
Had, like the clouds going by the camera.
Right.
Too. Look at that. Okay.
Windy, the
Right.
snow that Tracy's been talking about. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that cloud? What is it? Smoke.
Yep. No, I hope not. We'll keep an eye on that. Live look at the park this morning. Cold outside. We've got some snow to get through, but a warm up coming next week. Tracy will have your forecast coming up in just a bit.
A new chapter kicked off for Chicago State University football. The school hosted its first ever football signing day last night as it prepares to launch a Division I program this fall. The team welcomed its first class of recruits during a celebration at Hyatt Place, Hyde Park.
That's awesome.
So excited for them.
Yeah, and pins were put to paper yesterday as futures in baseball move one step closer. The White Sox marked signing day with athletes from their Amateur City Elite program committing to play college baseball. Among them, Thornwood High School's Amira Handris, first female athlete in ACE history. Since 2007, more than 335 players have gone through that program.
That's awesome.
That is great, isn't
I'm
it?
so excited for Chicago State to get their first D1 football
You know what?
team.
I would love to see like a documentary on that.
Yeah,
like everything that's
start to-
happening right now,
yes.
like what these first guys are going through.
TV Productions. I mean, because I'm just saying, like, you need to get on that now because it's happening.
It's happening, right? It's got to be fascinating, and what it's like for them, and there's got to be like big anticipation.
Chicago State, right here in our own backyard.
Yes. D1, right?
Not D2 or 3.
No.
That's major.
Yes, yeah.
I
Good
got
stuff.
some players too for y'all. I got some guys. The agent in me has got some guys that need to be on that team.
Oh gosh, we'll talk about it. Coming up this morning, streaming at 7, from stadium snacks to lifelong super fans. Speaking of football, the Super Bowl stories you do not want to miss.
And Gold Dreams global stage. Team USA is ready for the Winter Olympics.
Plus, from courtroom clashes to personal fallout, this week's General Hospital drama does not disappoint. Soap Chat is coming up.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
You know, actually, even with the suit, now that I think about it, you are a little Elvis-esque.
Yeah.
I'm
love
trying
it.
to match the snow.
Oh, that too.
No, I'm
That's
not.
a word.
I mean, I'm just talking. They're talking about these boots are made for walking. That's not Elvis, though, is it?
That's Nancy Sinatra.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Ow! These old cowboys.
Oh, hey.
yeah.
Dazzle too.
Stand up, show Mikey.
Stand up for the people.
No,
We
I
want to
can't. This
see.
knee's
Oh, you
bad.
can't. Hold on, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God,
Fire.
Val.
They're great.
Guess
Yeah.
how much?
Fabulous.
$5.
I love it.
Close.
20.
20.
Get
No way.
out.
On sale.
Get
Deep
outta
sale,
here.
yeah. Oh,
Are
yeah.
you serious?
Uh-huh.
From where?
I love to shop like that. Akira.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
so
I
good at
love-
Akira stuff.
That's why I
Back
love
in the day.
Marshalls and Ross so much.
Yeah.
$5 and $10.
Who can go through Ross's aisles? It's like a zoo.
I know. It
takes patience.
It is crazy, but when you go to check out and you've got 8 things and it only costs you $125.
But that checkout line is horrendous.
And the checkout long is line too. Okay,
so long.
you're right.
Okay,
Both you guys.
we
are.
divert.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. I heard TJ Maxx. Get the max for the minimum.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Home Goods too is good.
Well, now, hang on. You guys want to talk about TJ Maxx? Okay, hold on now. Hold the phone, because there's only one good TJ Maxx in this area, and that's the one on McCormick. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. They have an entire runway section.
What?
You best believe. But now usually I gatekeep, but I did give that away.
Yeah.
It is fabulous.
Okay.
But there's one, where is it? It's around Hillside. It's around Westchester. There's a great TJ Maxx.
Really?
Yeah.
But do they have an entire runway?
They do.
They do?
Oh.
They do.
Okay, well, maybe that was better.
What are we supposed to do right now?
Right. I think weather.
It was supposed to be weather, but we're so kind of tired of talking about the snow. But you do have to let people know.
A little light snow out there right now. Not a big deal, just kind of a persistent nuisance here, I should say. High temperatures today should get up around freezing. Diane.
All right, let's talk about what's going on out there. We had a very busy morning, but things are actually kind of calming down right now. So we've got this crash up on the Stevenson, First Avenue, left lane is down, about a 2-mile backup approaching there, but you also have a little bit of a Gapers delay on the inbound side. Ongoing situation, Archer and 47th after a crash and fuel spill. Authorities are there kind of not necessarily redirecting traffic, but there's a detour in place for traffic to get around.
Okay, got it, Diane. Thank you. Want to get to what we're talking about today. Super Bowl 60, just 3 days away, and it's not just about football.
From snacks and security to storied traditions, ABC's Danny New breaks down the stories that you haven't heard yet.
As the Bay Area prepares to host Super Bowl 60 at Levi Stadium this Sunday, we are getting some critical updates.
That's good right there. What I'm talking about right there.
First off, the food, as NFL stars DeAndre Swift and Zay Flowers can attest. We're learning more about the Bay Area-themed cuisine that will be served to the 65,000 plus in attendance. This includes a foot-long Chinatown dog, a 3.5-pound LX burger, and a batch of Dungeness crab potachos. Whoa now, let's bring in a chef to help us understand that last one.
Local fresh Dungeness crab, white cheddar fondue, can't go wrong. Our take on an upscale Super Bowl worthy nacho.
We also have a response to a conspiracy theory about how electric magnetic fields from a nearby electrical substation are somehow causing the 49ers' recent injury problems.
That may be some of it. I don't know. I am very curious. I really am.
Even Niners star and Harvard grad Kyle Juszczyk told Front Office Sports he'd be interested to hear more about it. However, here is what leaders from the NFL Players Association had to say about the theory this week.
Experts pretty universally, publicly said that there's nothing to be concerned about. We, of course, are monitoring that.
Meanwhile, the Coast Guard demonstrated technology they're using to secure the Bay Area, which now has a temporary ban on aerial drones. Violators can face fines up to $75,000.
Unless they have gold up here.
And we're also learning that Super Bowl 60 will be the final Super Bowl for 90-year-old Don Chrisman, who is one of the last 3 remaining members of the famous Never Miss a Super Bowl club.
Tom Brady, 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
Well, for his final one, this New England native will get to see his beloved Patriots play in the Super Bowl for the 12th time. But how does he really feel about this being his last?
I think I'm ready, and I think I'm happy with it. I'm actually shocked we got this far.
Also not totally Super Bowl related, but Bluey and I were just discussing how there are new changes now to the annual Puppy Bowl for Sunday. It will now feature a halftime show with adoptable senior dogs as well. So not just puppies, both worthy of love. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Nice weather, food, stories, all the good stuff.
All the good, a great halftime show, I think, shaping up, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen, I mean, people talk about how great Bad Bunny is. Like, they go to a show, they're like, oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen him.
I haven't either. We will this weekend,
We're going to find out.
And in Spanish. So.
In all Spanish.
Yeah, so
which I'm good with. He's got some bangers.
Just get to the beat, right?
Yeah, thank you. Doesn't matter what language it is.
Right.
We're going to pretend to know the words.
That's right.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
social media accounts disabled.
You're thinking, what?
Yeah, I was like totally taken aback.
Now viewers tell the I-Team they were wrongly accused of child endangerment.
I did absolutely nothing wrong.
How it happened, coming up next.
Well, good morning to you. We've had some flurries up around Northbrook and Deerfield this morning. Nothing heavy at all. Looking at the numbers, 19 in Aurora as well as in Morris. We're at 19 degrees in Bradley. Everybody kind of close to the same numbers out there right now. Our wind chills, however, feels like it's 10, 9, even a 4 over in Maryville. So a little brisk and breezy as we get our Thursday underway. There will be some periods of flurries and light snow showers through the latter part of the morning and afternoon here today. It's been having a problem getting here, fighting a lot of dry air. Tomorrow morning at this time, we may be talking about some snow in the area, mixing with perhaps some freezing rain and or sleet. So that's something that we will be eyeing tomorrow. And high temperatures tomorrow get above freezing before we get a quick burst of cold here for the day on Saturday. Diane.
We got an update from Metro regarding the BNSF issues from earlier this morning. So basically, trains are going to be running not only with extensive delays, but some trains are going to be expressing and others are going to be operating out of sequence. So you may have to jump on a different train number today to get you to where you need to get to. This is all because earlier this morning, a truck struck a viaduct over at Central Park in Cermak, creating a big old mess. So if their trains are running again, just be prepared for those delays. And speaking of, we've got delays all across the board, both on our inbound and outbound expressways. In fact, the outbound expressway is just about as busy as the inbound ones. The Stevenson is our hotspot this morning. So we had a crash on the outbound side that's been cleared. Now we have a crash on the inbound side at LaGrange. So a heads up, because we are seeing not just an outbound delay, but we're now seeing an inbound delay at about a half mile approaching that crash scene. Val and Terrell.
Okay, Diane, appreciate it. Thank you. Senator Dick Durbin is in Washington this week calling for changes to a law that shields big tech companies from liability. Durbin joined parents and advocates to push for changes to a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act of 1996. It currently protects big tech companies like social media platforms from being held responsible for what happens on their sites.
Something needs to change. Big tech needs to be incentivized to protect kids online. And if they don't, they should be held civilly liable. Let's sunset Section 230 and let's get this job done for our kids now.
Supporters of reform say the law, once meant to help internet companies grow, now leaves families unable to take action.
Deactivated Facebook and Instagram pages. Viewers are turning to the I-Team this morning, saying that Meta unfairly disabled their accounts. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles is getting answers. Jason.
In all 4 cases we looked into, the account holders tell the I-Team that they were wrongly accused of child endangerment and their Facebook or Instagram pages disappeared. Some people have gotten pages back, but they all say the appeals process is frustrating.
I wasn't able to contact my diabetic
support groups for my daughter.
This South Suburban Homewood mother, Natalie Martinez, was in disbelief when she saw her Instagram account was disabled.
I'm getting notifications on my phone from email, from Instagram, telling me your account has been suspended.
Meta also deactivated her Facebook page, plus several other linked Instagram accounts were yanked. The messages she got from Meta said her page doesn't follow community standards on child sexual exploitation, abuse, and nudity. You're thinking, what?
Yeah, I was like totally taken aback.
Martinez says she couldn't get anyone from Meta on the phone, but she did go through the digital appeals process, getting her account back in 3 days.
So just when I thought I was in the clear, I happened to just be scrolling on my phone, and all of a sudden, I was actually on my app, and it logged me out.
That's right, she was disabled again. She appealed again and then got her page back again.
It's extremely shocking to me.
Our sister station in San Francisco uncovered similar cases in August after Meta deleted 600,000 accounts linked to predatory behavior in a teen safety push. Meta telling KGO at the time, "We take action on accounts that violate our policies, and people can appeal if they think we've made a mistake." There's also this online petition on change.org claiming to have more than 55,000 verified signatures. The petition accuses Meta of wrongfully disabling accounts with no human customer support. We asked Meta about the website, but it did not comment to the I-Team.
My account is suspended for not following their community standards on child sexual exploitation. And it's like, this is crazy.
In Andersonville, Michael Calabro says his digital appeals have gone nowhere since October of 2025.
I did absolutely nothing wrong.
He uses Instagram for his photography business. His linked personal Facebook page also disabled.
It's taken money out of my pocket and friends and connections with my cancer support community.
We started inquiring about his account in November, and last week, Calabro got it back. Meta reactivating both pages.
My accounts are back. I'm really grateful this was resolved, and I really don't think it could have happened without you. So I really just want to say thank you.
Two other people shared their disabled screenshots with the I-Team facing those same child exploitation allegations. One man going 3 months without his Instagram and Facebook pages, but eventually getting them back after appealing. In Hobart, Indiana, Jenna Shelton's been fighting for reactivation of her Instagram and Facebook, plus her daughter's linked page since October of 2025.
So it's incredibly frustrating to think that all of those memories are just gone. You know, and I don't even know if I'm going to get those back.
Meta didn't send the I-Team an official statement on any of the local cases, but did send its policy, which says it removes harmful content that goes against our policies. Meta says it also has policies that describe what is and isn't allowed on our technologies.
It just felt very scary and isolating how my things could be taken from me like that.
We also asked Meta if it uses AI to look for community standard violations. A spokesperson didn't answer my question. Meta's policy page says it enforces policies using technology and human review. Jason Knowles, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
On the way this morning, Team USA is heading to the Winter Games with big expectations. The opening ceremony is tomorrow.
Okay, so we're back, everybody. You know, the Winter Olympics kick off this weekend, and Team USA is all ready to chase gold on that world stage.
Yeah, from the ice to the slopes, Americans are heading to Milan Cortina with momentum, star power, and history on the line. ABC's Maggie Rulli spoke with U.S. Olympians as they get ready for the big games.
Team USA is ready.
I'm just so excited. I decided this is the Olympics of friends and family.
It feels like I'm wearing just all the American flags all over.
232 Americans are gearing up to represent their country at the 2026 Olympics in Milano Cortina, Italy.
It's going to be great. Pizza, pasta, and half pipe.
With the strongest figure skating team the U.S. has sent to the Olympics in recent memory. Alyssa Liu winning the 2025 World Cup. Ilya Malinin, better known as the Quad God, the first and only person to ever land a quadruple axel in international competition.
It always gives me that thrill to land it, so it's just otherworldly, honestly.
And Madison Chalk and Evan Bates in ice dancing, heading to their 4th games as a pair and their first as a married couple.
We obviously fell in love with each other, but through that we also fell in love with skating even more.
Also on the ice, Team USA speed skaters are chasing gold. At 21, Jordan Stolz is looking to become the first American to medal in the 500 in 20 years.
How has your mentality changed now going into your second Olympics?
I have a lot more confidence going into this one.
And Erin Jackson, starting off in a roller rink in Florida, now hoping to defend her gold in the 500.
I feel like I'm a little bit weird because I really like pressure. The more pressure, the better.
On the slopes, Team USA Women's Alpine looking to top the podium. Michaela Schifrin, the winningest Alpine skier in history, with 3 chances to medal. And Lindsey Vonn, the gold medal winner out of retirement at 41, and now skiing with a torn ACL. In snowboarding, Chloe Kim aims to become the first woman to three-peat in the halfpipe. Jessie Diggins securing her cross-country ski legacy in her 4th and final Olympic Games. And in hockey, the age-old rivalry, U.S. versus Canada, is expected to remain fierce, and the women are out to win back the top spot on the podium.
5-time Olympian, 3 silvers, 1 gold. What would make this Olympics a success for you?
Oh boy, a gold medal. The Olympics are so special. There's nothing like it.
Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Milan.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
It is Thursday, so we are back in the drama for Soap Chat and General Hospital. The gloves are off.
Rick and Alexis stepping into a custody battle caught between Willow and Michael. What will happen? Dun, dun, dun. All right, first and foremost, she was being a little you-know-what, not even wanting to go to this meeting. I want to just smack her.
I want to smack her because now she is Drew too.
What was that? So I didn't understand the key thing. Did you understand what that was?
Yeah,
What was she trying to
I think
do?
that's Drew's house key.
So what was? So
and
what
she's trying to. She's giving it to putting on Michael's key ring,
Right.
so that somebody finds that he did have access
That's what
to the
who's
house.
okay, I mean I get that, but who's going to look at somebody's key?
That's what I
So
wondered too.
I didn't understand that at all. The
I
whole
don't
key
either.
thing confused me. Like I get whose key it was, but I just don't. Who's going to be like, well, let me check your keys. Like
Somehow
not
she's
something-
going to bring that up to someone.
Right, like, oh, he had, it's just, that was just.
He has a key. I know. We all want to
Inhale,
slap
exhale.
her.
Yeah, because I just don't know. She can't leave well enough alone. And the thing is, this is going to hopefully blow up in her face. Anyway,
Yes.
on to this one.
Oh, gosh.
Are you so sad at the Emma and Anna scene?
This was gut-wrenching.
First of all, this actress, this little peanut Emma,
she's amazing.
right?
Great.
I smell Emmy in her future.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right?
Has to be this year. But the way, oh my gosh, it was so real. Her reaction was so real about her grandma and seeing her grandmother like that with Felicia and Mac. I'm assuming Pascal is the one that took Anna to France, and that's why he's been gone. So
what, do you think she's gone a little insane?
Well, I think they've made her that way, certainly.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. But we know she's gone insane. We know that Cesar is dead. We know Peter August is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
though, you're right.
We thought that Brett and Nathan were dead too.
Yeah. And I think Jason and Sonny, they'll come to the rescue for hopefully all.
Right. So I do have to say, though, this whole thing with Britt and the medication and all of that, and with Jason being involved, it's just, I'm just having a hard time.
It's wearing.
It really is.
It's wearing. It's like we got to, wrap up some of these stories.
Yeah, it just, we're getting to the point where it just doesn't feel like we're getting to an end at all. But anyway, you can catch every twist and turn and tantrum on General Hospital weekdays at 2 p.m. right here on ABC7.
That is, yes, 2 p.m. We don't miss it. And don't miss your forecast either. I mean, right now, cloudy skies out there. Maybe even seeing some flurries from time to time and some light snow showers during the day today. And we are going to make an attempt to get to freezing here today. Val.
Okay, Tracy, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. You can get the very latest forecast anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Just scan that QR code on your screen for a link to download.
Okay. And that is going to do it for us. It is National Weather Person's Day today.
Okay.
So this is the day that we celebrate our very dear Tracy Butler.
Yes,
We
we
love you,
just
my
finished
dear.
Soap Chat. Yes, we do.
Yep.
Well, that's going to do it for this streaming hour. If you're just joining us, the news never stops. We've got more headlines plus weather and traffic coming right live at 8 o'clock.
So stay right where you are on ABC7 Chicago. And remember, you can always catch Eyewitness News on TV at 11 o'clock. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you.
This has been Eyewitness News, streaming at 7. Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning at 7:56. I'm Val Warner. Chicago police are urging drivers to use steering wheel locks like the club to help prevent car break-ins. Thieves keep stealing airbags from late model Hondas. West Morgan Park, South Shore, and Washington Park are the very latest neighborhoods to be targeted. Police say the airbags are likely being resold on the black market, but repairs could cost victims thousands of dollars. We'll check weather and traffic coming up next.